What's going on, WSL team? My name is Connor Trimble. Currently, I live in Honolulu, Hawaii, and I grew up in Toledo, Ohio. The reason I moved from Ohio all the way out here to Hawaii is because I swam Division I for the University of Hawaii. So I'm a photographer and videographer in Hawaii, but right now I'm on a 2-month journey all throughout Europe. Last night I went to Oktoberfest, and today I'm checking out the river wave here in Munich. Check it out.
This here is Givenchy, $900 jeans, homie. All these girls be raunchy, like let me see your peen, homie. She trying to cause a scene, but I'm in Paris with my team, walking slow like I'm on lean. Then my nigga Joby looks so clean.
Seriously, this is one of the coolest things I've ever freaking seen. Honestly, I think I'd be perfect for this job because I already have a car and a moped in Hawaii, and I also already know all the really good spots. So that means I could go swimming with dolphins, I could go cliff jumping, I can surf. It doesn't matter. I feel like I'm perfect for this job because I can do it all, and I've got friends that would be able to do it all with me. My favorite place that I've ever been is hands down on Kauai. It's the top of the mountain. I'm not going to tell you where it is because it's kind of a secret, but it's absolutely amazing, and I'll show you right here. I'm not really sure how to explain it. There's just something about this place, being in nature on the cliffside, that makes you feel alive. It's truly heaven on earth. The last meal that I would eat would definitely be a poke bowl from the North Shore Foodland. I'd want to eat that thing at Pipeline when the waves are firing at sunset with a big wave right next to me. Easily be my last meal. So my favorite movie is really, really tough. You can't really go wrong with Point Break, but I'm gonna have to say my favorite movie right now is Caddyshack. It's classic. So I'm in the metro right now, and my celebrity crush is actually right behind me. Check it out. Oh yeah, it's Emma Watson. She's killing it on the humanitarian efforts in England. She's a great influence for everyone.
Flashback.
So if I had a surfing celebrity crush, it would have to be Sage Erickson because I met her a couple years ago and she was actually super cool. I've never had a celebrity be that nice to me. Alright, so I've got two really scary moments in my life. The first one, I put myself in this situation. I was filming a snowboarding festival up in Alaska, doing a lot of backcountry. I spotted out this amazing location. The only thing was that it was an avalanche prone area, and so what I did was I stayed strapped into my snowboard, I put my camera in my hands and snowboarded down to the location in this really sketchy spot, got the shot of the snowboarders coming down, and then dipped out of there as fast as I could just so there wasn't an avalanche. I was terrified. It was super gnarly, super steep. Thank God there wasn't an avalanche though. Alright, so the second scariest moment of my life was actually on the North Shore of Oahu at Sharks Cove. I was free diving through some caves, and there's a series of caves there where I went through it and there's only about 3 feet of room around you, and it was my first time going through a cave. I was following a close friend of mine, and a wave, like a rogue wave, came through, and it became all white and it slammed me to the bottom of this cave, and I was stuck in there for probably 20-30 seconds. I had no idea where I was going. It was all white. I was getting thrown around by waves, and I had to feel my way out of the cave. I swear to God, I thought I was gonna die stuck in this cave. It was terrifying.
346 minutes later.
If I got this job, I think my favorite part would be stoking people out around the world. One of the best things about being a photographer and videographer is being able to influence people around the world and seeing their positive reactions. So I think one of the big things that I'd love to do is see how stoked everybody in the world is on Hawaii, on the WSL, on surfing, and just really seeing people engage more, and me being a direct influence on their lives would be really meaningful. It would be really cool, and that would be it would seriously be the best feeling for working for the WSL. I also think it'd be really cool to go see the lava, and then also it's a absolute dream of mine to be on a ski at Jaws in Maui during an XXL swell. But capturing that content again and then getting it out to people all around the world and then just stoking them out, that's the end goal. So I was traveling on Maui. The only thing is that I had to be back for class, so I was rushing on Road to Hana back, and I was flying my drone and it went off the fritz and crashed into the top of this mountain. So I freaked out, climbed to the top of this mountain, and it was so steep, it was really sketchy. I finally make it to the top and see my drone 100 freaking feet up in the air. So I'm like, screw it, I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna be late for class, I'm gonna be late, I might miss my flight. And so I run back down. The only thing is that it was so steep, I was like swinging from tree to tree, and at one point I slid on my butt and I ripped my shorts up the butt and I was covered in mud. And I had nothing to do. I still had to like make it back to class, rushed to the airport, went to class, covered in mud, smelled like shit, and it was so ridiculous. At least I had a spare pair of shorts. Oh yeah, I can backflip too. You should hire me because I am the absolute perfect fit for this job. I am a lifeguard, I swam in college, and now I am a big wave surf photographer. That means I can do things that nobody else applying for this job can do. I can go out at Maxine Pipeline, I can go get on a Facebook Live, I can shoot photos, shoot videos, I can fly a drone, I can capture the most insane content possible for the WSL. The best thing about it is that I already live in Hawaii, so that means I know these spots, I know how to shoot them, how to get the best content, and then also having people around me to bring to these spots and capture great content with an awesome group of people. I have a car, I have a moped, I know how to get to these places, I can swim with dolphins, cliff jump, and go surf. I can shoot anything that you guys want to, and I can just bring the stoke and love Hawaii. I love sharing it with everybody else. That's why I'm perfect for this job. I can't wait to work with the WSL and stoke everybody out all around the world. You know, after I thought about it, I was thinking, you guys don't really care about our stereotypical answers. You kind of really want to know who we truly are. You're like, why the hell is this random kid from Ohio so obsessed with surfing now? And you know, for me, it was when I first got in the water and I went down my first wave and I was able to control it, and it was absolutely incredible. From that point on, I was starting to surf 3 to 5 times a week my first semester in college at the University of Hawaii, and I was obsessed. I'd take my moped down to Diamond Head or Waikiki or Ala Moana Bulls or wherever. Within 3 months of teaching myself how to shortboard, my college teammates took me up to North Shore. They're like, dude, like, you can surf Pipeline, it's a small day. It was like a super early season, October swell, 6 to 8 foot. It was decent size, and I couldn't even make a bottom turn. And my first 6 waves, my first 3 waves, I went over the falls completely. Other 3, I ate it super hard on my face. On the 7th wave, I went screaming down the wave. I was so stoked. I don't know how I made it. I couldn't turn. I literally could barely surf, but I was hooked. I'd never gone that fast. I'd never gone that steep. I had the chills. When I was done with the wave, I was screaming. I was like obsessed with Pipeline and obsessed with surfing, and that's what led me to do what I'm doing now and being so obsessed with surfing. Absolutely obsessed with surfing. The only thing was that I was never going to be a pro surfer. I started surfing when I was like 18, 19, and I had a GoPro on my surfboard, and I was getting some videos, and I was putting it on Instagram, and people from Ohio and Arizona and California and all across the country were getting pretty stoked on like what I was putting out. And at that point, I realized how influential my media could be, and I'm like, how can I put 2 and 2 together, a surfing passion, a passion for the ocean, and also capturing content, and then also inspiring others. And I realized that being a photographer and videographer really was perfect for me. So then that way I could influence other people and get them super stoked. This job would give me an opportunity to show people around the world how much I love Hawaii, how much Hawaii means to me, how much surfing, how much the ocean means to me, and really just spread that love and spread that stoke and everything throughout the world. And that's truly what this job would mean to me.